Problem 13 asks us, how could you convert the decimal 0.0625, that's 625 ten-thousandths, to a percent? We want to change that to a percent. Well, our rule for moving from a decimal to a percent is move the decimal 2 places to the right. So if I change that to a percent, it would be 6 and 25 hundredths percent, 6.25%. But what are we really doing when we're moving a decimal to the right? I'm going to convince you of what we're doing by using a simple, I'm going to use a problem-solving strategy called, I thought I had that listed up there. Solve a simpler equation. Let's start with the number 1. If I wrote 1 as a decimal, the decimal would be right there. If I move that decimal 2, because the decimal is the end of a whole number, if I move that decimal 2 places to the right and I add zeros, we just changed 1 to 100% by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. Well, to get from 1 to 100, you have to multiply by 100. 1 times 100 equals 100. And we know 1 whole equals 100%. So think about a simpler number and what's actually going on, and that will help you answer problems like this. But by moving this decimal 2 places to the right, I've done the same thing as multiplying it by 100. So the answer is answer choice B. Multiply 625 ten-thousandths by 100 to change it to a percent. Problem 14. Pumpkins are on sale for $2.25 per pound. Daniel bought 6.2 pounds of pumpkins. About how much did he pay? Well, he paid $2.25 for each pound. So 225 times 6.2 pounds. And we just need to remind ourselves, let me write it this way first, 225 times 6.2. The trick we learned for multiplying decimals is just ignore the decimal and multiply them as if the decimal wasn't there at first. So this is like 225 times 62. 225 times 62. Okay, 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Now I'm in the tens place, so start with a 0. 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 3 is 15, carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Adding my numbers, 0, 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3, and 1. Now, my first factor had how many decimal places. I look at the decimal, how many digits are after the decimal? 2 digits. So I have 2 decimal places here. My second factor, here's my decimal, how many digits after the decimal? 1. So I have 1 decimal place here. Add those up, 2 plus 1 is 3. I should have 3 decimal places in my answer. So I want 3 digits after my decimal. So the decimal goes right there. And expressed as a price, that would be $13.95. Now I have to look at my ranges. Is $13.95 more than $14? No. Is $13.95 between $13.50 and $14? Yes, it's almost $14, but a little less. Definitely more than $13.50. So answer choice B. It's not less than $13, and it's not between $13 and $13.50. Okay, we'll pick the review up with problem 15 on the next video.